Hey everyone, I'm back with my 2024 Madjax Series X Gen 2. Last video I had a light bar install, which still holding up really strong, really like it. But one other thing I wanted to do in preparation for the summer is find a way to be able to carry my stand-up paddleboards, my inflatable stand-up paddleboards to the beach. And so in the old golf cart, the roof was a lot more rigid than this one is. But this one, if you push down on here, is really, really flexible. And it's also kind of arced in the middle. And so what I wanted to do was either get a roof, like a roof cargo basket, or just put in a roof rack. So front and rear load bars. Had an old Thule set here. I was going to try to do that, but honestly felt bad cutting it up. And the way that the bottoms attached just didn't work. It was off an old MDX. So looked around online. Really didn't find anything for these roofs. So ended up just taking a gamble. Bought something off Amazon. Relatively cheap, inexpensive aluminum crossbars. So they're made for truck toppers actually. So they're made to bolt down, straight down into something. Kind of figured I'd buy them, see if they worked. If they did, I'd just post it online, so save everybody else some headache. And I'm happy to report that they're literally perfect. So a few things kind of show you. So one is I did need to cut them down. This is, I guess, optional, but I did cut it down a couple inches just so that way it looked a little bit more streamlined. It's about an inch of overlap for both of them. So the way that I installed these and the way that they install is they've got these brackets here. So I went out and I got longer bolts here. I think these are 2.5 inches. Got those. They kind of almost perfect fit for this flat area over here. You can kind of see on that one as well. Just about perfect. So I ended up drilling a hole here. The way that these lined up, also perfect, right in the middle of this. You can kind of see here, maybe on one of these other ones, you can see that. Oh, this one's better probably. You can see here, it lined up right in the middle of this one. So had some washers, a little thicker, and I wanted to be able to get these on and off pretty quickly without the need of tools, just because right now it sits under one of those kind of like tarp tent things. And with these bars, I think it's gonna scrape. So I wanna be able to take them off, leave them off, but when I wanna put them on. So got these thumb screws from Lowe's. These work really perfect. Again, mounted those to this. And then I also got this from Amazon that worked really well, are these little eyelets. So these work perfectly. The one thing that I'll say though is obviously this bolt is too long. So I'm gonna need to cut that bolt down so I get a tie down into it. So here's how it looks right now. You can see it just about touches, like barely, but touches here. So I'm gonna see how this works out. If this becomes a problem or it becomes noisy or something like that, or really easily, I could put a spacer here and that would kind of solve the problem, just lifting it up a little bit. But I figured I would try without it first. Same exact deal in the back. Just barely touches here, as you can see. So maybe like, I don't know, like a 1/2 inch spacer or something like that. I can probably find something out of aluminum or stainless steel. I put one little washer in there underneath, so maybe I can put another one of those, stack it or something like that, just to get it off and reduce the noise. Outside of that, it's perfect. As you can see here, like, you know, the way these bolts, I might trim these a little bit so they don't stick down, but there's a solid, I don't know, 1/2 inch there. I think it'll probably be fine. Here's how I cut it for widthwise. So really nice. I think I'll be able to basically put my paddle boards right onto these bars. It'll keep it above the roof. And then I can use these eyelets and just actually strap it down so that way they're nice and tight. Really happy with how this turned out. I think it's like the perfect solution. So hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions.